Hi, I'm Walter Gehringer from Gehringer Brothers. Welcome to the winery. We'll just give you a quick little recap of vintage this year. Bit of a roller coaster ride. We started out with the real early spring, which meant that we would be having a long enough season to mature our things, and that means the anxiety as the farmer is subsided because you know you'll ripen your crop. Then really, instead of just a mediocre summer, had a stellar summer, and just going, oh, this is just shaping up to be a fabulous vintage. Only then in September to end up with rain, excessive rain during veraison, and certain, like the Burgundy varieties, the Pinots, just absorb way too much water. The berries then split in the inside, juice to the inside of the stem structure. Flies were then an issue. That turns into vinegar, sour rot. Some areas really got inundated at that point with wasps, and they really destroyed things as well. We have some wasps here, but this year actually very little, so it's luck of the draw. Then we also, on the Golden Mile bench here where we're located, had a hail. Never seen a hail like this before. It was the worst hail we've ever seen for the 27 years we've been here. It actually was 17 millimeters of rain in 10 minutes, so a lot of rain mixed with the hail. Hail about pea size and a lot of wind. And it actually shredded the leaves, like it took chunks out of the leaves. So the herbicide strip underneath the vineyard, which is sort of a tan color because there's no green, it was like confetti green. It was just unbelievable. And so then we were there worried about, oh, well, is that now the damaged berries because there's a bit of sweetness there? Are they going to mold? Is that good? Are they going to attract the flies? Is that going to go to vinegar? In either case, if that would have happened, you can't use the whole bunch, even though only a third of the bunch might be damaged. The part that's behind that didn't get the hail would have been okay. And then ironically, what happened was with that extra rain that we even got afterwards, and it just stayed wet for September, just humid. And so that's where the rot started happening, the sour rot. But the damaged stuff dried in, ironically enough. That wasn't an issue for us this year.
So we're here at October 17th. What percentage of harvest are you through?
Well, we're basically 80% done at this point. We just have Cab Sauv, Cab Franc. The last of the whites Rieslings have come in. So ice wine's hanging. If you can trust the odd observations, bears have put a lot of fat on. Bears way up north have gone early into hibernation. So that's a little bit of an indication. We're hopeful that we can get maybe back to normal ice wine picking period, which would be around the 20th of November. That'd be stellar. The last few years we've been in the January period, which is a little trying and late and less hanging for that matter. Vintage was up actually, so that even with picking less and doing select picking, we still ended up with similar vintage the last 3 years. So we're sort of used to a little bit lower crop, so it all sort of turned out okay, and we're just anticipating as the wine's finishing up fermentation at this point, we're looking forward to some surprises. Nothing negative so far to report, and then the reds, like the Merlots that we brought in, were stellar. Cab Franc, Cab Sauv still hanging. Weather's back to normal. We're still anticipating some neat things.
Love to go.
I can be optimistic at this point when it's in the tank. It's not that much worse, not unless we had a hailstorm between now and when we want to pick next week. But yeah, no, it's all come together, so that's